Hello guys, in this video I am going to discuss about the basic part of chemical kinetics, and at the end of this video I will provide some previous year questions based on this video which I have going to discuss now. And after that, in the next videos we are going to discuss about more about the chemical kinetics and the questions based on the topics. So now, chemical kinetics. Here, chemical kinetics help us to understand how a chemical reaction is taking place and how fast does the reaction is taking place. So the rate of a chemical reaction is explained by kinetics. So now, then what about the thermodynamics? Here, the thermodynamics explains us feasibility of a chemical reaction and also this spontaneity and non-spontaneity of a particular chemical reactions. So the both topics here, thermodynamics and chemical kinetics, both plays an important role in understanding a particular chemical reaction. So the factors which affect the rate of a particular reaction. Here are the factors which affect the rate of a particular reaction. The concentration of the reactant. So about this we will discuss deeply in upcoming videos. Now these are the main factors. Just remember these 5 factors which affect the rate of a particular reaction. First one is concentration of reactant, and next temperature, and next catalyst, and surface area, and the pressure. So these are the things which affects the rate of a particular chemical reaction. And now the first concept here is rate of a reaction. So rate of a reaction is the change in concentration of a reactant or product in unit time. And we can also define rate of a reaction as the decrease in the concentration of reactant, or else the increase in the concentration of product with respect to time. So now this can be written like this: rate is equals to dx by dt, change in concentration with the time. That is, if we consider a reaction is giving A to B, here A is the reactant and B is the product. So now for the forward reaction, the concentration of A decreases, as we know that. Therefore we indicate it with minus sign, and decrease in concentration of A with time is equals to increase in concentration of B with time. So this is the way to write the rate of a particular reaction. So here in this type of reactions we have different stoichiometric coefficients. So now the stoichiometric coefficients are taken like this: 1/3 decrease in concentration of A with the time. So we have to indicate negative charge because it represents the decrease in concentration, and which is equals to decrease in concentration of B with the time, and which is equals to increase in concentration of C with the time. So this is a way we have to write. And now we will see one example. Here if we have 2HI gives H2 plus I2, and now all these are gases. In this case the rate of the reaction can be written like this. Here we have stoichiometric coefficient, so we have to write it like this. And then now the decrease in concentration of HI with the time is equals to increase in concentration of H2. Here we have 1, so no need to indicate 1. H2 with the time, and increase in concentration of I2 with the time. So this is a way we have to write the rate of a particular reaction. So now you have to try for this question. 5 BR minus plus BrO3 minus plus 6H plus gives 3Br2 plus 3H2. Here all are aqueous. So try to write this. And now what about the units for rate? Here we are discussed that rate can be expressed as change in concentration with time. So we can write the units for concentration as molarity, that is molarity by time, change in time. So molarity is a unit for concentration, and for time we can represent in minutes or hours or else in seconds. Molarity can be expressed as number of moles, N moles per liter. Molarity is nothing but N by V, as we all know these things. Moles per liter and time inverse. It's time for solving a question. So look at this question and try to practice yourself, and pause the video and try yourself, then check the answer here. So here the question is, the decomposition of N2O5 in CCl4 at 318 Kelvin has been studied by monitoring concentration of N2O5 in a solution. Initially the concentration of N2O5 is 2.33 mole per liter, and after 184 minutes it is reduced to 2.08 mole per liter. The reaction takes place according to the equation given here. So the reaction is taking place according to this equation. We have to calculate the average rate in terms of hours and minutes and seconds. Just convert hours into minutes and minutes into seconds. What is the rate of the production of NO2 during this period? So we have to find the rate of the production of NO2 during this period. Here, for solving this question, we have to know how to write the rate of the reaction. I have explained this video just now, so please make it clear and try to solve this. So see, here we have 2. So we have to write the stoichiometric coefficient like this, 1 by 2, and negative sign to indicate a decrease in concentration of reactant. And we have at product side we have 4, so we have to write like this, and positive charge to indicate increase in concentration of product, and change in concentration of NO2 with respect to time, and also for oxygen. And now they asked about for NO2 production. So just substitute the values which they have mentioned here. For N2O5 they have mentioned here initial concentration of N2O5, and also after 184 minutes it is reduced to this. So we have to calculate the change in concentration of N2O5, and we have to solve like this. Now we have solved for N2O5. So using this value we can solve the value for NO2 like this. Here we got answer for minus 1 by 2 and change in concentration of N2O5 with respect to time, so which is equals to this term. So the value which we have got here is also equal to this term. So just multiply both sides by 4, we get the value for the production of NO2 like this. I hope you understand the concept, and now try a question I will give here. So guys, try to solve these 2 questions. Here I have collected these 2 questions from intermediate textbook, which are very useful for your preparation. And now try to solve these previous year model questions. Mention your answer in the comment section. So thanks for watching and be ready for the next video.